Hi everyone, my name is Manvi and I welcome you all to the fourth part of Mind Over Matter series on eShe TV. Before we welcome 2021, let's take a pause and reflect upon how challenging this entire year has been. More than 140,000 people in India have lost their lives to the pandemic. They could have been anyone, someone's family, friends, acquaintance, members of the community. The magnitude of loss and grief associated with these deaths has been immense, and to add to the pain, pandemic robbed us from normal course of mourning too. Some people could not even arrange proper funeral or a proper send-off for their loved ones. So how has this bereavement impacted our sense of loss? Let's take a look at what some of the researchers have to say on this. Sherry Cormier has pointed out that one of the time-tested ways of coping with grief is to practice social connection, to be with other mourners. But unfortunately, COVID has pushed us to grieve alone, in isolation. And this also means that it is taking more time and energy for people to attain closure, which is precisely landing them in frustration and helplessness. But regardless of COVID, people who are unable to attain closure, grief becomes their persistent companion. Sometimes, people who are unable to adapt to the loss and move on are looked upon inappropriately, when all they require is support and medical help. So if you or anyone in your family is finding it difficult to cope up with the death of their loved one, consider seeking therapy. An extra support of a medical health professional will help you understand the intensity of your grief and how to better integrate it in your life. So here's the thing. When we face any kind of adversity, what we fear most is isolation. We think that, we are the chosen unlucky ones who are going through all this, which in fact is not true. We are a speck in this infinite world which at the moment is experiencing its biggest crisis. So to all the people who are experiencing grief, pain, loss, you're not the only one. Writer and podcaster Nora McNerney, whose husband and father both died of cancer, says that we do not move on from grief, we move forward with it. And so the pain that we experience is very, very natural. It'll stay, but it'll eventually subside as life opens itself to new beginnings. But if this pain stays, if this grief stays and is difficult to overcome, the condition can become alarming and may require medical intervention. Researchers suggest that grief that is persistent and difficult to overcome is often identified as persistent complex bereavement disorder, a disorder which is distinct from depression but very, very similar and may lead to suicidal tendencies. So now is the good time to join a community that uplifts you, to take up a spiritual path or a new project that serves humanity, or volunteer for a good cause. See, grief has its own place in our lives. It changes us from inside out. By reaching out to support someone or taking support ourselves, it becomes fairly easy to bear. That was all from my side. Like and follow us on eShe World. We wish you a very, very happy and prosperous new year. And I promise to bring you more psychology nuggets